Around the Bay Area now, county and city leaders, they're working to make sure that you're ready for whatever happens.
In parts of Pasco County, they are still trying to dry out from flooding rains earlier this month. So with Dorian on the way, deputies and county workers were doing what they could today to get rid of that standing water before the storm dropped even more rain on our area.
And 10 News reporter Eric Glasser is live in Newport Richey tonight, where deputies were out in the swamp today, Eric, doing what they can to help.
Alice and Carolina, folks in neighborhoods like this need all the help they can get right now. We're in the Tanglewood section of Newport Richey. You can see they've got no shortage of standing water. What they don't have is a lot of time.
Yeah, well, that's my burn pile out there.
When Harry Ciccarelli moved here 15 years ago, his backyard was a high and dry pine tree paradise. But recently, he says, it's turned into a swamp.
It's almost crested. I got a bulkhead down here, and that's about almost 2 foot.
Ciccarelli and his Newport Richey neighbors are already soaked from weeks of heavy rain, so they're worried what Dorian might do if it sits over our area, dumping even more of it.
There's a lot of water here now. It's not going to take much.
The Pasco Sheriff's Office Public Works Department got the message. Today, they tried to get ahead of the storm. Armed with chainsaws, they climbed aboard boats and all-terrain vehicles, heading into thick wooded areas, clearing out debris that's been clogging up the drains.
It'll keep on rising if we can't get more water out of the system here, because that's where it's going.
This has been on Public Works radar for a while. The priority increased because of the expected increased rainfall over the next several days.
Harry Ciccarelli hopes it works. He guesses another foot of rain and the water will start threatening his house. The wind he can prepare for, he says, but there's little he can do to fight the rising tide that's already overtaken his and his neighbors' backyards. What's your concern about this?
We need to get a boat. We're going to need one.
To give you an idea of just how remote some of these areas are where these blocks, these debris fields are out in the sticks, if you will. Officials took a boat out today. They got stuck, and they literally had to send another group of people out to get them. Coming up for you at 6 o'clock tonight, 3 things from emergency managers out in this area that they say anybody can do around their own home right now to try and alleviate the threats of flooding. I'll see you then.